Growing up, I had dreams and aspirations, but always felt like the kid that didn't fit in. For the most part, I wasn't a bad kid, but when I made the transition into adulthood, I turned to the streets for guidance. This led to getting locked up in juvenile hall, doing time in CYA, and eventually a 120-month sentence in federal prison. I had a lot of time to think and reflect during my federal sentence, so I share with you what I learned, hoping I can positively influence someone else's life with Prison Talk.
What's up? Big Herc 916, and you tuned in to another Prison Talk. You know, one of the scariest things about prison, it's not the riots, it's not the prison guards, it's not the violence. One of the scariest things in prison is when you meet that inmate and he appears to be right at home. Jail doesn't bother him. The program, the living conditions, the food, dealing with the laundry, the commissary, going to the chow hall, walking the track. It's all normal to him. That shit is scary. He can take it or leave it. It doesn't bother him if he gets out of prison or if he stays in prison. It has no impact on his psychology. He doesn't mind sleeping in the little cell with another man. He doesn't mind using a community shower. He doesn't mind not being able to spend time with his family. He doesn't even care about using the phone. He locks it down early. He reads his books. Doesn't really care about the TV. Maybe he has a friend, maybe not. That shit is scary, man. And let me tell you why this type of inmate, this behavior is scary. It's scary because as a person that recognized where they were and how they got there, I never want to be in the place where that person was. I never want to be so content, so complacent in prison that it was just normal, that it didn't bother me, that I got so used to it that it was normal. The program, the meals, the environment, it just was. You didn't think about the streets. You didn't worry about what was going on in the real world because prison was your world. That's scary, man. That alone was enough to merely wake my ass up to a degree and just try to figure out some answers for myself on how I got there. And seeing that was a window into what I never wanted to become and why I had to change myself, why I had to separate myself from certain people, why I had to accept accountability, why I had to make certain changes in my mentality. seeing a person like that, talking with a person like that, and then the reality of the person actually doing 30 years, and what life is after that. Can you imagine 30 years? You do 20 years of that, and then you try to get out and make a life for yourself? People romanticize prison. They act like, oh man, I was up in there living this and that. And I know guys who have done 20 years, and to think that you didn't dream about going home every day, something had to be wrong with you, man. Every day I thought about going home. And I didn't want to even be around people who made prison that normal because it was scary to me. I didn't want that shit to rub off on me. I didn't want to adapt any complacent prison behaviors. I wanted to always remember the streets and think about what I could be doing if I was free, and appreciating freedom, not trying to make the best of prison. My whole mission in prison was to try to get out early, studying the law. I sued my judge multiple times. I put the warden on lawsuits, habeas corpuses. I did everything. I was going hard in the paint while people were playing dominoes and watching basketball and music videos and playing basketball. I was in the law library because every day I wanted to go home. I filed petitions up until 3 months, and I realized, you know what, I'm not getting out any earlier. I mean, I gotta get ready for the halfway house. And I took the halfway house. I could have had 6 months of halfway house, but I only got 3 months because I was filing petitions to try to get my case out, thrown out. But I never accepted prison. I never embraced it as a coming home experience or something that was a rite of passage. I looked at it as a ignorant ass place I had to figure out some shit at. I got caught up doing something I knew could have got me caught up. And what mentality, what brought on that behavior? That's what I try to figure out. Like, what was I thinking? But I've talked to guys, and they that was normal. They're thinking, well, man, I was just doing. They don't even have any regret. They don't even have any comprehension of the state of mind they were in, because prison to them is just another place. But it's no different if they were on the street. They can take it or leave it. They're that comfortable with doing time. Some people are comfortable with doing time. They call it bidding. Oh, I'm bidding. They're bidding. Yeah, lockdown to them, they holler and hoot and holler, and that shit it ain't no big deal. They have become an animal and accepted that. And when they get out, they if they don't have their grandma or their mom taking care of them, or some baby mama, most of them don't make it. Most of them don't make it. Those guys, they don't make it, because those are the only people that save them, is a baby mama, some wife that married them, some maybe an auntie, a grandma, a mom, and they can go and get their shit together at their house and hopefully break that. But Otherwise, they go right back because that's home. That in prison is home, and that's a scary mentality, man. That right there, man, is enough to sober you into a reality. And if it doesn't, then I don't know what to tell you, man. But I know that they have really tried to make prison not seem that bad to a lot of you young people. Like, it's just cool. You got cell phones, you got spreads, you got drugs in there. Prison is a shithole, man. I don't care if they had water beds and goddamn barbecue grills. It doesn't matter. You're locked up, bro. And you're in there and you're being told what to do. You've lost your rights, and if something happens to you, you could just disappear, and you have no way to communicate with anybody on the streets. They can make it to where you can't talk to anybody, and medically, if something happens, oh well. But if you ever run across somebody and they don't make a big deal about having done time, like they're like, oh man, it wasn't that bad, and they're just cool with it, it's like not a big deal. Get the hell away from that person, man. That person's scary. They're dangerous. They'll do something. They'll knock somebody down, bro, and just wait for the cops to come, because they don't care. They already know what to expect in the county. They already know exactly how to program. Those people are dangerous, man. People who don't have any qualms about what it was like in jail, haven't been to whatever prisons, and now they're back out and they're like, well, I already know what to expect. Those people are dangerous, man. Because if they're not like, man, I'm out of here, I'm not, man, shit, I've been to prison, if they're not acting paranoid or, panicking because they don't want to get caught up, if they're cool, man, that person, watch out. People like that, man, they'll commit a crime and just ride it out into retirement in prison, man. Take somebody's life, stab, do anything, hurt somebody, they don't care. They'll ride it out, man. It's no big. They already seen it, and it wasn't that bad to them. The streets is not anything bad. It doesn't have any. It doesn't have any thrill for them. The freedom. Prison is home to, is structure. That is scary. Those are scary people, man. That's a scary mentality. That's the scariest mentality, and that scared me more than anything else. When I seen people like that, I knew that this person, they'll go. That person, if something doesn't go right, they'll just take your life, because it doesn't matter. You're at the lowest of the low in prison. If that is like where you feel comfortable, man, you do something to that person, man, and it can be very minor to you. That person, man, they'll take your life. They don't care. They'll take your life, and whatever comes with it, consequences, it doesn't bother them. Prison for some people is home. And people like run around, oh man, this and that. A lot of you, dumbasses, just lames. You have no clue. Oh man, shit. There are people that prison protects them from themselves. And even in there, people don't want to be in a cell with these type of people because they're just too comfortable. And any little thing, they might just snap and they don't care. Dude go to sleep and dude might just gut him out. So what? He was snoring. He farted. Didn't flush the toilet. Or he flushed the toilet, made too much noise. Scary people, bro. Prison is, for some people, home. And it's a living hell. You're dealing with demons. You're dealing with people who are hollow vessels. And people run around out here acting like, oh man, That's why you gotta. Some people, you gotta get them. You gotta get rid of them. You gotta put them in one of them boxes, man, because that's where they want to be at, is in the box, in a living catacomb. I've talked to a lot of people, man. I've interviewed thousands of people, man. I've talked to a lot of people in prison, man. I put these videos out to try to help people, man. People try to talk shit. You know, the algorithm doesn't like them, but I'm telling you, sometimes I'm just so grateful for my freedom. I'm so thankful I can do my art. I can hang out with my wife, and I can hang out with my dogs, and drive my car, and just listen to good music, and go to the gym, and eat what I want to eat. Like, as soon as I finish, I can go make something to eat. And I don't have to worry about somebody that is looking across from somewhere, or somebody who's just mad, or somebody who's just angry, and they might want to just take your life just because you got less time than them, or you seem like you're always happy, or you got dreams. Some people have no dreams. You got people like that on the street too. Stay away from them. Watch out for those type of people who have no distinction between a good life on the streets and jail not being that bad. Watch out for those people, man. Because they don't care. They'll throw their life away and throw your life away. Big Herc 916, prison.